I first started streaming, I fell in love with it. So much so that I got myself the Stream Deck. But I soon realized it didn't have enough buttons. So I upgraded to the Stream Deck XL. It still didn't have enough buttons. So I devised a solution. Add more buttons. And today I'm going to show you how to do just that. I'm Dubinator, this is Streamwell. Let's get into it. My Stream Deck setup is pretty unique and I haven't seen this configuration anywhere else, which is surprising because it's not that hard to set up. But I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to set up your Stream Deck. And it doesn't matter what Stream Deck you use. You could have 6 buttons, 15 buttons, or even 32 buttons. I'm going to show you how to multiply your buttons on your Stream Deck far beyond the number of buttons you see on it. And you're probably thinking to yourself, how is he going to do all this? A hotbar, my friend, a hotbar. So the basic idea of what I'm going to show you today is the hotbar you see along the top here. This hotbar of mine never changes no matter what page I'm on. This hotbar will constantly remain the same and I know exactly where my buttons are on what page. My Stream Deck actually reset itself the other day, so I started rebuilding it, and that's how I actually got the idea for this video. And I thought, I haven't seen anyone else do this. I really want to share it with other people so they can get the most out of their Stream Decks, no matter the size. I'm going to show you how to set this up so you can hop from page to page easily without having to hop into folders. It's just as easy as one button click away to hop into anything you want. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. Thank you. It's just that easy. You can hop to anything you want. You can hop to any screen you want. You can jump around. You can do things. I can play sound effects all within one button click without using any folders. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch over to a blank profile. So here we are. We're on a completely blank profile. Nothing does anything. You can mash all the buttons, nothing. And we only have one page. Now, depending on your Stream Deck, if you have the 6 button, 15 button, or the 32 button like myself, this will depend on how many buttons or pages you want to add to your Stream Deck. Keep in mind, you could do this vertically going up and down as a hotbar on the side of the Stream Deck here, instead of going along the top. I'm going to put mine along the top because that's how I've always done it. So I'm going to add 8 buttons, or 8 pages, sorry, I'm going to add 8 pages. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now if we click these, everyone should be familiar with these pages. But the problem is, to get to page 7, I have to click a bunch of times. And we don't want to do that. So what we're going to set up is a hotbar to hop from each page quickly. So we're going to start off with page number 1. With page number 1 here, this button obviously goes to page number 2. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag that button up here to the second slot, if that makes sense. All right, now we're going to go into the second page. See, now we can move this button to the first page and this button to the third page. Now we can hop between page 1 and 2. We can even hop to page 3, but unfortunately page 3 is out of position. So we're going to move page 3. Always remember, you want your 3 to be the page you're on, you want to make blank. So we're going to go to 4, that's here. We're going to drag here and here. 5 would be here, so we'll drag 4 and 6. 6 would be here, we'll grab 5 and 7. 7 would be there, we'll grab 6 and 8. And then page 8 obviously only has page 7. And there we go. That's the bare bones basic of this setup. Now we just need to add in every other page in between. Is this starting to make sense? I hope so. Next up, we're going to want to go all the way back to page 1 here. So I'm going to click on my Stream Deck. We're going to go all the way back to page 1 here. You can see. Now we're going to come over here to our sidebar. We're going to go down to navigation. And we're going to go to page numbers. All right. You could do page indicators too for some of the pages, but we're going to go to page numbers. We're going to go through we're going to just go through page 1. We're even going to add one to page 2. All right, so because that's an arrow key and not a page number key, we're actually going to make a page number key. So this one, we're going to keep number 1. What I like to do personally is actually add in indicators. So I downloaded the Legion key pack for the Elgato Stream Decks, and it's amazing because it has so many great images that I always use. One of them being these numbers for the start. The very start of my hotbar is just crucial. So we'll go through. We're gonna add 3, 4, and if you guys didn't know this, you can just click on the button and then click on the image. You don't have to keep clicking and adding the plus sign and all that. You can just go through just like this, quickly do all the numbers, and there we go. This is essentially what every page will look like, except for the 2 button will be here. We're just gonna change that up. So if you look down here at the bottom in the navigation settings, this is set up to page number 1. This will set up to page number 2. This one will set up to page number 3. This one will set up to page number 4. And so on and so forth, all the way down the line until all of these are set to their appropriate pages. This is essentially done. So we can actually change this. So another thing I do is with these arrows, because this is page 1, we don't actually need this. Kind of ignore that. We're gonna copy and paste that to the other pages. That's why I've made it. But for this one, it's gonna stay here. And what we're actually gonna do is make it number 2, because it goes to the number 2 page. And there we go. So now this is our very first hotbar for page 1. Now what we need to do is essentially copy and paste this entire thing to every single one of these other pages along here. See how they're all blank, but number 1 looks amazing. Look at, we can go to page 6. You're instantly on page 6. We can go to page 4. You're instantly on page 4. You can go to 8. You can go to 1. Whatever you want, right? But now all the other pages we need to set up. That's where the copy and paste comes in. So we're gonna do Control V on that. We're gonna go paste there. We can't put it there. We'll put 2 there. We'll put 2 there. I should have started with 1, but we started with 2 for some reason. And we'll copy and paste this one. Oh, we can't do it there. So what I do at the end is just go through and swap all the arrows to their appropriate keys, because they're going to be the only ones left when we're done. Just make sure that you have all the pages set before you do this. The last thing you want to do is have to go through all these pages and set all these icons to their individual pages. You want them already set. As you can see, I just copied and pasted the number 6 here. I'll do it again. So I haven't done anything other than copy and paste it, and it's already set to page 6. That's what I mean by that. And there we go. The bare bone basics is done. I left the arrow keys. That way you guys can see what we started with. So remember when we just started with the arrow keys? Well, now we can jump to any page, anywhere, at any time. Any of them. As you can see from the bar here, we can jump to any of our keys. All of our keys are available to us. And now that you're done, you can go through and you can customize every single page to do whatever you like. You can have one dedicated just to Twitch, just so you can switch scenes, activate different socials, Discord even, raid messages, all sorts of stuff. You can have a page just for sound, a page just for music, which I haven't set up yet. You can have a page for your Photoshop and recording and all that stuff. You can even have a desktop homepage like I do, where I can open certain apps and programs. I even have an emergency shutdown button that says, "Are you sure?" on my Stream Deck before I can shut it down. Also, if you want to learn how to do this, leave a comment below and I'll show you how you can shut down your PC from your Stream Deck with one button press. And that's it. With that simple hotbar in place, you now have a multitude of buttons at your fingertips, all within 2 button presses. One click to the hotbar, one click on the item you want. It's so simple and so much more efficient than using folders within folders or having to go left and right to different pages. Now all your pages are right there at your fingertips. If you're using a budget webcam just like myself and you want to make it look high quality, make sure to check out this video right here. I cover some of the key steps everyone seems to miss. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, happy streaming.